Hey, now tell me, is there anything better than after a long day of work, after a long day of taking care of the children, after a long weekend hanging out with your family, is there anything better than getting into your own bed? When you walk into your bedroom, are you like, oh, I just love this bedroom so much. It's so calm, it's so relaxing, it's this wonderful oasis. It feels like a spa. I just want to curl up in bed and doze off. Or instead, you have trouble falling asleep, you toss and turn, there's pillows falling off the bed, your mind will not stop overthinking, you try to do the melatonin, you try to do the midnight meditations, and it's just nothing's working. You can't turn off the brain, you can't fall asleep. I read some research on sleeping and how much time we spend in our bedrooms, and according to the New York Post, in 2021, the average American will spend 36 years in bed over the course of their lifetime, according to new research. That's a lot of time in your bedroom, especially if you don't like your bedroom. In the rest of that article, it was talking about how so many people were unhappy with their mattress and unhappy with their sleep quality. And I thought, okay, how can Feng Shui help? So I created this video. In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 different items to remove from your bedroom to help you improve the Feng Shui of your space, the bedroom situation, to help improve the overall energy so that you can improve your sleep. I'm Jeanette Zizikowski, your go-to Feng Shui consultant. Daily, I'm working with the motivated, the inspired, and the successful to help them transform their life using Feng Shui. Let's get into it. Let's clear something up really quick. Contrary to popular belief, Feng Shui is not interior design. Feng Shui is the study of how our environment affects us. It is a tool that helps you look at the energy in your space so that you can use the energy to your advantage. You try to sleep in a lucky direction, you sleep the best way you can, you work in the most supportive energy, you use the energy of your space to support your actions so that life is more blissful and you live in flow. As a responsible classical Feng Shui consultant, I needed to clear that up because in these 5 items I'm going to recommend that you remove to help improve your sleep, some are interior design based, some are energy based. If everything in our life is energy, then whether it's Feng Shui, interior design, or whatever, the items in our space, the colors in our space, everything in our space does affect our energy, and it's this whole cycle of our energy affects our space affects our energy, and so on. The first item I'm going to recommend that you remove are the busy comforters. There is a trend, and I don't know what era to blame. 50s, 60s, 70s, we had flower power. 80s, we had really bright colors. I believe it's the 90s that this really busy, over floraled, patterned duvet, I think it's the 90s to blame, because on JCPenney, Macy's, a lot of bedding websites still, you can still find these very heavily floraled comforters and duvets that are not good for your sleep. So the first item I want you to look at is what is on your comforter. I'm kind of speaking specifically to these overly floral patterned comforters because of the wood element. So the wood element in Feng Shui represents creativity, new ideas, new growth. This is all new things, right? This is all new ideas, and that's not very helpful to calm the mind. Wood element in Feng Shui, the negative emotion it's associated with is anger. So I'm not saying that if you have a floral pattern duvet that you're going to be angry all the time. I'm just sharing that the wood element, which is these floral patterns, all of the emotions, all of the symbolism and events it's associated with are not very conducive to a zen, relaxing space. There are exceptions to everything in Feng Shui. I'm sure there's someone out there that says, I have a floral duvet and I sleep better than ever. My sleep's on point. I feel so good every night. Okay, well, here's a few things. The Feng Shui in your bedroom, like I mentioned earlier, Feng Shui is actually the energy in your space, and specifically based on when your home was built, when your home was born, when your home was built, the direction your home is facing, and there's some forms in your home that a Feng Shui consultant would look at that determine the actual energy of your home specifically. And a wood floral pattern comforter might not disrupt that energy. Second exception would be, what is your personal energy number and your personal element? If you don't know, I created a free guide for you to find out what your personal energy number and element are. There's a link to that free guide in the show notes here, the description of this video, where you can find out your personal energy number and element. I really recommend it. It's a perfect place to find out what is my element and how can I support it. So for the people who are at exception here, where this busy floral pattern might not really be bothering them, they could be a 3 or 4, which is the wood element. And so all of these busy patterns might not really sway them either way. Or they could be a personal energy number 9, which is the fire element, and wood supports fire. So obviously you can reach out to me for a consultation if you'd like to know the energy in your home. You can also find out for free what your personal energy is. But in general, what I see with my clients is that whether they are a 3, a 4, or a 9 personal energy number, removing the busy floral patterns from the room improves their sleep, again, regardless of the energy in their home or their personal energy. And to that note, removing any busy patterns in general, so maybe it's not overly floral busy patterns, specifically the wood element. It could be a lot of zigzags, a lot of waves, a lot of splashy texture, colors, really bright colors. All of that is really busy, bright, uplifting, and it's not the vibe you're going for in a bedroom when you're trying to relax and zen out. So the first item I'd like you to look at, I choose the comforter because the comforter takes up most of the focal point in the bedroom, but look for busy patterns in general in your room and remove those to help improve your sleep. The second item I'm gonna ask you to remove is gonna shock some people. It's gonna hurt some people in their core, but it's plants. The reason I say it's gonna hurt people to the core is because plant people love their plants. If I ever ask a plant person to remove plants from their bedroom, they always fight me on it. And I say, just try it out. This is the thing, guys. Try it out, and you can always put the plant back. I'm just giving you 5 things here that you can test out to see if removing them helps improve your sleep, because I have seen it work for my other clients. So plants, again, yeah, maybe plants in the bedroom aren't really bothersome to you because of your personal energy number, because of the energy in your space, but for most people, plants are very overwhelming when in the bedroom specifically. There's a few different reasons why plants in the bedroom aren't great feng shui, why different feng shui consultants have different opinions. You know, some might say, well, plants are rejuvenating, they give off new air, new oxygen, right, new energy, and so that's rejuvenating, that is good for sleep. But my take on it and what I've seen is that you really have to be specific about the plant, so you don't want it to be pokey, spiky, plants that send off shooting energy. You really want them to be like thriving and look good and not be this reminder of, oh, I have to water that, oh, that's kind of dying. That's some depressing symbolism to see right before you're trying to go to bed. The viney climbing wall plants can just be very overwhelming visually. We want to visually calm the space, visually declutter the space so that our brain can relax and shut off and not be distracted and think about all the visual clutter, then causing you to overthink when you're trying to sleep. If this hurts your soul and you are like, I need a jungle oasis, try and just remove some, pare back some, and see if it helps you. And if this isn't the tip you want to apply, that's okay too. I also want to note that I'm not really referring to bouquets of flowers. If you have a nice set of roses in your room, a nice orchid, a little bouquet of peonies in your room, that's okay too, because you might have those there to boost that romance energy, to get into that romantic sensual vibe. And so a little bit of floral there to help with that love energy is okay. And on the note of flowers, I did mention flowers are okay, but if you have dead flowers in your room, they've got to go. So number 3 is removing any dead, dry flowers, even dry flowers for decoration. I am the woman that likes to keep a corsage and a scrapbook as a memory. I do understand the nostalgia of having that dry flower to remember a special moment, but you don't want them on display. You don't want them out on like any kind of a wreath where you have dried flowers in there. You definitely don't want any old bouquets of dying, dried out flowers still in the vase of dirty water. You want to remove anything that is this dead, dying plant. I think it's pretty obvious as to why. You're looking to wake up refreshed in the morning. You're looking to go to sleep, to get all the energy, to be rejuvenated, feel rejuvenated, to fall asleep nice and easily. You don't need to be fighting for these dead things, like for the energy in your space. So you want it to feel very zen and calming, relaxing, safe. Dying flowers just don't represent that. Number 4, another one that people are just like, oh, Jeanette, what are you doing to me? You're killing me. I'm never gonna be able to make that happen. Are the electronics in your bedroom. Yeah, I said it. A TV in the bedroom is bad feng shui. Even worse is if you have workout gear, if you have an elliptical, a treadmill. Do not have these big electrical items in your bedroom. The TV is twofold. So one, it's electrical, it's sending off signals, it's just not calming at all. There's sometimes a slight buzz to it. The second thing is that it is a reflective surface, and so it acts as a mirror reflecting you when you're sleeping. And if you've caught some of my other feng shui videos, you know a mirror facing the bed is a huge feng shui no-no when trying to improve your sleep while going to bed. If you just absolutely cannot work with your partner or part with your TV, then cover it up with a piece of cloth at night, which you'll say, I can't do that, I watch it to fall asleep. Well, that's a whole nother set of scientific facts. If you are going to sleep staring at a screen, whether it's your phone, whether it's your laptop, whether it's TV, that is a huge factor into why you're not having great sleep. But I'm not a scientist, I'm not a researcher. There's plenty of blogs and articles you can read proving that fact, that staring at that kind of light and staring at electronic screens before you go to sleep does not get your brain prepped for deep, good sleep. To get off the TVs, like I said, any of the other big ellipticals, anything that just produces this signal. If you check out one of my videos, decluttering, it was a decluttering series for the new year that actually still applies. I would recommend it if you're really willing to revamp your home for the whole new year. It didn't have to happen before the new year. I talked about different Wi-Fi boxes and power strip boxes and all the cords and all of that, and how there's just so much signal that's given off and electricity that's just pulsing through the room. And the more of that you can eliminate, the better to improve your sleep. And the 5th thing I really want you to remove to help improve your sleep is any of these big piles of to-dos, boxes of memories, things to get to, things to sort. Remove any of that. I've been rewatching Marie Kondo's series. She's great. If you're somebody who does have a lot of stuff, her series on Netflix is wonderful to watch to help get the juices flowing of how to declutter some of these items. But some of these bedrooms, or I'm sure you've seen on HGTV, like these hoarders. I know I'm not talking to any hoarders today. This stuff that people put in their bedrooms and they don't even think about it. One of the episodes, this guy had his whole collection of baseball cards in his bedroom. Thousands of baseball cards towering over him while he's trying to sleep. I promise you he had better sleep after Marie Kondo left and that series ended. I'm not suggesting that everybody needs to be a minimalist in their life. Feng Shui doesn't discriminate between minimalism and maximalism. It doesn't matter. What we're talking about today is specifically your bedroom and how to improve your sleep. If you have towers of shelves with things on them, they are, to your subconscious, feel like a tower of things to do, a tower of things that the subconscious needs to protect you from, and it can't fully fall asleep, it cannot fully relax. So the more you can remove from your bedroom, the better your sleep is going to be. That's why when you look at a luxury spa or luxury hotel, everything is very minimal, it's very calm, especially in the spas. They have nice lighting to help you feel calm, it smells good, and there's just not a lot of objects or decor or even furniture in the bedroom, and there's certainly no electronics. So to improve the energy in your space so that you can improve your sleep, these are the 5 things I recommend removing to help improve that sleep. The busy comforter, the plants, the dead flowers, the electronics, and all of the piles and clutter of things to do. Let your brain relax. Also, do you have a closet by your bed? Maybe it's right next to your bed when you're going to sleep. Maybe it's out of the corner of your eye when you wake up or before you go to sleep. And are there a lot of clothes and hangers? Is it kind of overflowing and distracting? Well, this could also be affecting your sleep, which is why I created the video, How to Feng Shui Your Closet for Beginners. In this video, I share with you 5 different tips to upgrade your closet, improve the energy and feng shui your closet so that it isn't this distracting mess that you have to interact with with at the beginning of your day and at the end of your day. And it also, once it's Feng Shui, could help you improve your sleep. I'll see you in that video.